Good day, ma'am. I am Princess de la Peña, and today I am going to present my report about the ileal conduit. So karon, what is ileal conduit? So unsa ba jud ay ang ileal conduit? First, ang kaning ileal conduit is isa na siya ka common type sa urinary diversion procedures that perform to allow the urine to exit the body when the urinary bladder has been removed or is no longer functioning properly. So this surgery is often done after the radical cystectomy, the removal of the urinary bladder, due to bladder cancer, severe trauma, birth defects, or chronic inflammatory condition that impair the normal urinary flow. So, ang kanidi ay ileal conduit is isa din siya ka procedure ginagamit para sa para um, I mean to allow the urine to exit sa tuang lawas. So, bali ang ako ang kanang understanding about this is ginagamit ni siya para magawas gani ang katong ihi sa ato ang lawas nga dili magawas sa mismong pasyente, bali maglisod siya og ihi tungod guro ang nakabutang diri is tungod sa bladder cancer or na ay severe trauma or pagka birth defects pa nga kanang condition maong hinungdan nga maabot ang isa ka tawo sa kaninga complication. So ang term nga ileal conduit kay naga-refer ni siya into a small segment sa ileum which is part sa small intestine. So ang kani diri kay naga-create ni siya og passageway. So bali ginagamit tong small segment sa ileum para mahimong agianan or conduit para sa urine to urine what I mean is for urine to pass from the ureters to an opening on the abdominal wall known as a stoma. So karon ang kaning stoma siya ang naga-provide as a new route for urine to drain continuously into a urostomy bag. Since ang bladder kay dili naman siya available or what I mean is dili na siya available for storage sa urine bus. So bali karon ang katong stoma mao na siya ang agianan sa urine padulong sa urostomy bag. Okay. Okay. The anatomy and the physiology of the urinary system, it includes the kidney, ureters, urinary bladder, and the urethra. So now, sa normal anatomy, the kidney, it filters the blood to produce the urine, while the ureters carry the urine to the urinary bladder where it is stored. And then the urethra serve as the exit passage for urine during voiding. So karon, pag ang bladder or ang urethra becomes a non-functional or is surgically removed, ang pathway must be rerouted through a urinary diversion such as an ileal conduit. So karon, ang but pasabot ani is pag ang bladder or ang urethra kay dili siya functional or dili na siya naga-function, dili na siya magamit ing ana. So karon need siya og surgical remove. So need siya nga i-remove kay unsa pa may pulos niya, di ba? Og kanang naalang siya dito niya. Wala siya gamit. So magpundo ang ihi dito ang urine. So magpundo siya dito So karon kay dili naman siya mag-function, need siya i-rerouted. So need siya nga butangan og way para sa katong urine nga mogawas sa ato ang lawas. It is so diri na ang ileal conduit. So na din tag procedure ang urinary diversion such as ang ileal conduit. So diri na dayon mo gawas ang ileal conduit. So karon sa ileum, ang ileum mo ni siya ang final section sa small intestine. Nag-absorb ni siya og nutrients and vitamins and connects to the large intestine. So karon ang ileal conduit surgery as kani siya kay short section lang ni siya sa ileum, about 6 to 8 centimeter. So it is isolated and repurposed as a conduit for urine flow. So ang kani nga procedure kay ginagamit ni siya para maka-flow na ang urine or para magawas na ang urine sa ato ang lawas kay tungod ang kidney kay di wala na siya nag-function ang kidney og ang urethers kay wala na nag-function, so need na siya i-remove, need na kanang sabi tawag ana conduit surgery, ileal conduit surgery para matagaan og new passageway ang urine. So karon ang pathophysiology sa kani nga topic is di ba na naman tay normal condition sa urine flow nga gikan ni siya sa kidney to urethers to bladder and urethra and gawas na sa ato ang body. So karon when the bladder is removed or what we call cystectomy, it is when the bladder is removed or removal of bladder. So ang kaning kani siya ma-damage ang urine kay dili siya ma-stored or ma-expelled naturally. So dili matarong og gawas ang urine or dili siya matarong og stored dito sa organ nga kanang what I mean is sa urethers kay dito man gina-stored ang urine. So karon pag dili siya ma-stored or magawas, so na-gi complications, di ba? Okay. Karon, diri na siya maano ang katong ileal conduit surgery. Para ni siya ginatagaan magud niya para ma-flow ang katong urine. So first kay ang segment sa ileum kay kanang i-separate or i-detach siya from the digestive tract. So now, the urethers are implanted into one end of the isolated ileal segment. Then next, the other end of the ileum is brought through the abdominal wall to create a stoma. And then, the urine drains continuously through the stoma into an external collecting bag. And then since the intestinal mucosa secrete mucus, the urine from the ileal conduit often contains a mucus strand. So now, after an ileal conduit surgery, there are several drugs prescribed to promote healing and prevent complication, such as antibiotic like ciprofloxacin and cephalexin. It is given to prevent infection in the urinary tract or surgical wound. Second is the pain relievers like paracetamol or tramadol. It helps to manage the post-operative pain and discomfort. And then the antispasmodics such as oxybutynin or hyoscine, and it is used to relieve the bladder or the intestinal spasm. And then we have also the mucolytic agent like acetylcysteine. It is used to thin the mucus and prevent the blockage in the conduit. While the antiemetic such as ondansetron, it helps to control nausea after surgery. And then also lastly is the intravenous fluids and electrolytes are also administered to maintain hydration and prevent imbalances during the recovery period. So now naatay ka ng surgical procedure. Ang first is anesthesia and preparation. So ang pasyente kay i-position jud ni siya og tarong to a comfort position, and then tagaan ni siya og general anesthesia. Next is ang isolation of ileum. Kani diri kay naatay small segment of the ileum nga na-separate while gina-maintain ang blood supply. Sunod, ang katong remaining bowel ends kay gi-reattach ni siya para ma-preserve ang intestinal continuity. And the next kay ang ureters kay gi-attach ni siya to isolate the ileal segment, and then the other end of the ileal segment kay ginabutang ni siya dito sa abdominal surface, usually sa right lower quadrant. So karon diri na ang katong bag, urostomy bag kay gina-attach na ni siya diri sa kilid sa tiyan. So after the surgery, naaman joy complications. Daghan og complications. Ang pinaka-common nga complications kay ang kanang infection. Maka-affect na siya sa urinary tract and stoma or sa surgical wound nga cause ni siya by poor hygiene, improper stomach care, or contamination of the urostomy bag. And ang another complication is stomastenosis. It is where the stomach opening becomes narrow, leading to difficulty in urine drainage. And then there is also a urine leakage may also occur if the appliance does not fit properly or if there is damage. And then the skin surrounding of the stoma, known as the peristomal area, it is prone to irritation and breakdown due to constant contact with urine adhesive materials. And then there is also an electrolyte imbalance that develop because the ileal segment used for the conduit continues to absorb and secrete electrolytes, which may lead to dehydration or metabolic disturbances. And some patients may experience mucus plugging since the intestinal tissue still produces mucus that can block the flow of the urine. Now, for the nursing management, for the post-operative care, monitor vital signs and urine output, and then observe the stomach for the color, the size, and the moisture. So, for the healthy stomach, kay pink to red, and nagamoist siya. Next is maintain a strict intake and output measurement and encourage oral fluid intake 2 to 3 liters a day to flush mucus and prevent infection. And then also administered prescribed antibiotic and pain medication. Second is the stoma and skin care. First is clean the stoma with warm water. Avoid alcohol-based or harsh chemicals. Use a well-fitted appliance to prevent leakage. Change the urostomy bag when 1/3 full to prevent pulling, and apply protective barriers or creams to prevent skin irritation. Third is patient education. Teach the patient how to empty, clean, and replace the urostomy bag. Educate on signs of infections or blockage. Encourage regular fluid intake and balanced diet. Advise on proper clothing, hygiene, and physical activities. And lastly is the psychosocial support. Provide counseling and reassurance about body image. Involve family in stomach care education. Refer the patients to ostomy support groups for emotional and social adjustment.